Okay. We were out to the a local Asian buffet on Christmas Day because that's famous for being a place where you're not taking somebody away from their family get together
their
holiday
celebrations, yeah.
to do their job. Little did we know that we went to the buffet that does have a lot of people that are not Asian working there.
Well,
now everybody behind the counter,
we
the
tried.
cooking and all of that, they're all Asian, but there's another Asian buffet here in town. I might as well call it Chinese buffet because it has China in the name. But everybody there speaks tiny little bit of English. They are Chinese. You're not putting them out and taking them away from their family holiday like if you went to Walmart. I don't go shopping on the holidays.
No, I won't even go to like a Starbucks drive-thru because I'm not going to keep them open even a second longer. If they're not busy and they get to go home early and be with their families, have at it.
No.
So I'm not contributing to that.
Christmas means absolutely nothing to me, but I understand that it does mean a lot to other people, so I try not to get in the way of their holidays. So anyway, we were at the Chinese buffet, and right almost next door to it, I think one shop away, was a Middle Eastern store.
Mm-hmm.
And they're open because they don't care about Christmas, right? I mean,
so that was
half of the other patrons there were completely, at least half.
All of the other patrons.
Okay, we were the white
all
people.
Of the other patrons were probably Lebanese.
Completely covered up ladies.
Yeah, they had their hijabs on. Yeah.
But I mean complete.
Yeah,
just
I saw a couple women with niqabs on. Yeah.
And they're in there shopping for their Middle Eastern goods, and we like to get some Middle Eastern goods too.
Did they have a collection?
And what did we found?
So first of all, the name of the market is Mijana Market, or it might be Mahana. My Arabic,
Majana.
My Arabic is not that good, but we're gonna pop up a picture so you can see what it looks like.
If it was in Spanish, it would definitely be Mahana. But
yeah, but Arabic has a different pronunciation.
The relation between Spanish and is the store Lebanese or
I
just
think it's Lebanese, but I'm not positive. It might be Egyptian too, because there is a large Coptic Egyptian population here in Bakersfield, and they had
that poster.
They had a poster up
church.
for the Coptic church and their festival that we actually attended, and it was pretty awesome.
Link in the description.
Anyhow, so we were there, and we found an assortment of beans. So we're like, okay, we'll try these.
They're all the same kind of beans to begin with, but they're cooked different recipes.
So they're going to have different seasonings. So we have this one, so you can take a peek at that one. And then we've got, let's see, what do we got here? We've got this one here. There's another one. And we've got this one. They all kind of look promising. Now, there's a giveaway, of course, because the country flag is on there. So if you know your flags, you'll know where that's from.
I like the way the Middle Eastern season their fava beans. We're looking to see if, to us, not Middle Eastern, not from any of these countries,
can we detect the differences?
Can we tell a difference between the seasoning of the beans?
Yeah.
And so we got some
lavash bread
to enjoy with the beans.
It's a traditional flatbread, and it's actually folded over in there, so they're like great long, really
very
paper thin sheets.
Very,
but they're
very
great
thin
for these beans.
Bread. We'll show you some of that later.
And then, of course,
for a bonus,
we got baba ganoush. Now, I love baba ganoush.
But we've never had it out of a
But
can.
I've never had it from a can. Usually I just make it. I dated a Lebanese guy briefly, and he actually taught me how to make it. So
it's not difficult to make.
It's not
If you've got the
difficult.
grill fired up, you grab
Yeah.
some eggplants.
You char it,
You char the eggplant.
because that's where you're getting your nice smoky flavor. Yeah, and then you scoop out the filling, and you're going to mix it with garlic and tahini and olive oil. It's yummy.
What do you think about using the baba ganoush as like a palate cleanser between the beans?
I think that sounds like a superb idea. All right. Well, conveniently enough, I have radioactive glass.
Oh, they're going to be radioactive beans too. I forgot to mention that.
Well, this would be radioactive eggplant.
If I can get this lid.
Does it smell good?
Smells good. It's not real strong.
I can smell the eggplant, and I can also smell the smokiness. So that's off to... Well, you want to scoop some into one of our radioactive bowls here?
Okay. I get the plastic combat spoon spork.
I have the unobtainium one that, conveniently enough, matches my fingernails, although that was an accident. There we go.
Put some baba ganoush in there.
Ooh, it's got chunks of something in it.
Yeah, it's chunky.
I think that's like eggplant seeds that didn't get pureed. But
definitely got the smoke flavor.
it smells wonderful.
And there's the lemon.
Mm-hmm.
Cortus, the Lebanese kitchen since
Wow.
1930.
That's really flavorful. I like. It'll make a good, I can't say neutral palate cleanser, but it'll definitely be different from all of the other spices.
Okay.
So which one are we going for first?
I think.
Are
we going to tell them what this is now?
We're going to go with this one.
That's a control.
This is our control bean.
It's not linked to any specific country.
There's no flag on there. So.
And there's no country named on there.
Nope.
It's just.
Does it say where it's made?
Fava beans.
Oh, this is a product of the United Arab Emirates. But they're not touting But they're not touting it as seasoned for their country.
But the name of the company is California Gardens.
Yeah, which is interesting. But all right, and it says prêt à manger, which means it is ready to eat. Fèves avec cumin. So there we go. The secret is out. Fava beans with cumin. Oh, here's our lavash. Look at the lavash.
At that. Paper.
Here, hold it on edge. Look how thin that bread is.
It's good.
All right.
We've had, even though it's fresh in a Egyptian or Lebanese or something restaurant, this stuff is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But we've had it, from the grocery store too, the Middle Eastern grocery stores, and it's good stuff.
All right. Well, I opened up the fèves avec cumin, so fava beans with cumin in French. I don't associate French with...
It's going to try to drip on you, so...
Yeah, I don't associate French with the United Arab Emirates, though. Okay, so first of all, it's got a lot of bean juice. Just bean...
I love bean juice.
It's got bean liquor in there. And those would be fava beans. All right. You want to smell?
Yeah. With cumin. I'm not picking up a lot of cumin.
I'm not picking up a lot of cumin
It's not
either.
heavily spiced at all.
Well, anyhow.
I'll put some of that in the bowl.
And boom, just
Heat it
like
up.
that, it's going to be hot.
It's amazing the things that they have available. You just tell it to be hot, and
Yep.
it's hot.
So it's going to be alley-oop, boop. Just like that. They are hot. Can you see the steam coming off of them?
I see the steam coming off.
They're hot. It's chilly out here.
But kids, don't try this at home. This little cup is meant to be an ice cream cup.
It works.
Is radioactive.
Mm-hmm. It has uranium in it.
It has uranium.
It's uranium glass.
They used to sell this as a healthful thing. You want to be healthy? You got to eat out of uranium utensils.
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, we've checked it with a Geiger counter. It is.
It is in fact radioactive.
Radioactive. We have also left food sitting in them for a long time, poured them out into something that's not radioactive,
and checked
it, and the food's not radioactive.
Yeah, it didn't really transfer. But I mean, we haven't left anything long term, like months.
No.
Like say using a sugar bowl.
No, we did I did an orange juice video that I had a lot of fun with some of our radioactive stuff.
All right.
So anyway,
I'm grabbing some
a
lavash.
piece of lavash.
And then
you're going to do it that way, huh?
I'm going to do it this way and go after some fava beans. They're big. For some reason, my mind is conflating lima beans with fava beans. They're very different.
Very tasty. But I'm just...
It's not a strong flavor.
This is good as a control.
Yeah.
Because
you can taste,
it's not heavily
spiced. You taste
spiced.
the beans. It's got a slight fruitiness to it, and I'm not sure if that is a bean or if that's from the cumin. Since these are avec cumin. I'm not positive. Let me try the juice. Let's see if the juice makes a difference. Oops. I think the fruitiness might be in the beans. There's a hint of it in the juice, but not a lot.
They're kind of bland.
Yeah, they'd be a good side dish, though. Or an ingredient. You could add them to other stuff.
You could add other stuff to them.
Yeah.
More spices.
Yeah, to give them more of a flavor.
Onions and...
Garlic.
You know it would be good? There's recipes on YouTube for cowboy beans where you're starting with a can of, say, pinto beans or red kidney or something like that.
We could
start with these.
We could start with these. All right.
That sounds like
They're
fun.
certainly going to be high in protein.
Yeah. They're good.
So those are entirely good. Like I'd be okay with those. Are they exciting? Not really.
No.
They're not exciting, but they're good. And since we're going to try a different flavor, we gotta clean the palate with some nicely flavored baba ganoush. That's got flavor.
I would eat those beans. Heat them up in a bowl, sit down, and eat them.
Well, they are heated magically, so... Yeah. All right. So the next one we have to try are these, which are also fava beans. It says so right there. Fava beans.
Middle East is just all over the fava beans.
Yeah. Okay, in this one, it actually says the country of origin is Turkey. So Turkey. I don't know. Wait. Ooh, and I see a chili pepper on the picture. Uh-oh. They might be hot.
They might have flavor.
Look at that. I was a goober and my finger was over it. Libyan recipe. So they're made in Turkey, but it's a Libyan recipe.
Okay.
Which, like, Aleppo is right near Turkey, and they make incredible soap. I've had Aleppo soap. I love it. Alright, so let's open up these guys. Oop, they're also juicy, but it's reddish. So they appear to have more
flavor,
seasonings to them because it's a red color. They don't have a super strong smell. I mean, I can smell that they're spices.
Oh yeah, there's a lot more. There's, I'm picking up a little bit of tomato in the smell.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. I like it. I already like it better than the Control, which I liked.
Yeah. All right. So, through the wonder of magic, and boop, they are hot and once again steaming. Oh.
In the radioactive dish.
They smell that. You can smell that these are substantially more gifted in the seasoning department.
And tomato-ish.
Yeah, they have some tomato in there, for sure. And supposedly they have chili pepper, according to the picture on the label.
Should I be the taste tester?
Yeah, go ahead and try it.
Just to make sure it's safe.
Go ahead and try it.
Rip off a chunk of lavash and set that right there. And get this up here.
They're clearly fava beans. Those are the same beans.
You know, try. You don't get to try this one.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Well, let me try at least.
You can try a little.
I can try one bean.
Tiny little bit.
One bean.
But I guarantee you won't want any more. And give it a minute, though.
Oh.
It takes just a little while to kick in.
Mm-hmm. Those chili peppers. Wow.
Yeah, chili peppers. It's throughout your mouth.
Ooh.
You're feeling the heat. It's not localized.
Hello, Lavash. Come rescue me.
Baba Ganoush.
Wow. But
Baba Ganoush.
From a seasoning standpoint, it's got great flavor.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't get enough of a taste really to know beyond like tomato and probably onions. What exactly seasonings that they're putting in there. So I don't know what seasonings they like in Libya. But I will say they are remarkably tasty, although definitely too hot for me.
Very good.
Wow. Okay.
Very a lot more flavor than the ones with cumin.
The cumin ones were pleasant, but nothing to get excited about. They were somewhat bland.
They were just beans.
These are not bland.
There wasn't enough cumin in there.
These do have a whole lot of flavor in them. So.
Flavor that some people need to stay away from.
Yeah.
If you're
this person.
You're one of those people,
who
be
has
warned.
No spice tolerance. I mean, in their, to their credit, there is a picture of a long red chili pepper sitting on top of the bowl of beans. Although the bowl of beans don't appear to have the tomato sauce on the cover, but they do in the can.
Libyan recipe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, okay. So they definitely know their way.
So far.
They know their way around seasoning some beans.
That was my favorite.
Out of the two.
Out of the two.
And then we have.
Let's see what else we got.
We have one more here. Does anybody recognize what country that flag is? If you do, drop it in the comments so you can let us know what it is. So now these say that they are peeled. I can read that.
Okay.
Peeled. I can't read a lot of it, but I can read peeled.
As opposed to the
guess
first two that we've tried.
The first two which had skin on them? Just normal bean skin,
So I
though.
definitely wanted to get some that were peeled so we could judge the difference between the texture and the feel of a peeled bean.
Okay.
Oh, it's not like mashed, is it?
It might be. So these have a very different texture in appearance.
That's good. Well,
we aren't going to taste them yet because
no, we're not going to taste it. I just want to see.
Oh yeah, those are. So I guess the difference between peeled and unpeeled is that peeled turn themselves. There's some whole beans in there, but they kind of mush themselves.
Yeah, there's whole beans, but it's more.
They break down more.
It's like not a refried bean, which is a whole different process. I'm sure this hasn't been fried.
Yeah.
I'll bet that would be good if you fried it, though.
Okay, could be another experiment. Yeah.
But yeah, there's definitely a difference.
Okay. Well, through the wonder of magic again. Boop. Hot and steaming. Yet again. I've got that magic trick down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they don't have a strong smell. I can smell cumin again, though. Can you smell the cumin?
I smell bean.
I smell bean and cumin.
Maybe the the crushing of it, the peeling of it, brought the bean flavor out stronger? Or?
I don't know. I mean, we were in the store and we're like, well, why would you peel a bean? And what's the difference aside from peeled and not peeled?
So we had to get them.
So we got them, and there's a big difference because texturally, that's entirely different. So
you going in?
I'm going in. Gonna go in and try it. Big ol' scoop of peeled fava beans.
I'll try it without the bread.
They're kind of similar to our control bean, but I'm getting a little bit of heat in the on the back end of it.
They're even more bland than the control beans. I don't know if there's any...
The texture would be good in a soup, though.
Yeah, you could spice this up and make a good bean soup out of it.
There is some heat in it. I'm getting heat. My mouth is hot, and not because it's temperature hot.
Well, let me try a little bit more baba ganoush.
My mouth is spicy hot.
To make sure
but it's not painfully spicy. Like, I could actually eat that. And will, because we have a lot of leftover beans now. Thank you, Majana. You gave us interesting things to try. We'll have to get some more. Try different countries' worth.
If there's any heat in there, it's completely undetectable to me.
It's hot.
Which doesn't mean anything to her.
It's make me cough hot. Ah. But I mean, I can actually eat them. It's a light enough pepper that I could eat it.
Well, I would definitely have to say this is not a dish to serve on its own. It's a place to start.
Yeah, it's an ingredient. It would be great in soup. I mean, fantastic as part of a soup base. And, of course, lots of protein because it's bean.
And all of these cans were like, what, $1.75?
I think they were like $1.75
in the
each.
$1.70 area.
Right in that ballpark. So these last ones are from Egypt. That seasoning is Egyptian. Now, Egypt likes their hot foods. They like chili foods, chili pepper laden foods.
I prefer the Libyan over...
So far?
Okay,
So you prefer the Libyan?
I prefer the Libyan because the heat doesn't bother me at all. It's not like hot. It's going to jump out and bite you and make you cry. And
it didn't make me cry.
If she ate the can,
it made me
she'd be crying.
They're too hot for me.
But
the one bean I did taste had good flavor. I will give it that. Really good flavor.
Really good flavor. The Libyan is my favorite.
Texturally, I don't object to the peeled beans.
No, not at all.
You know, they're fine.
I just want more baba ganoush.
Oh man, the baba ganoush is a standout.
I've seen baba ganoush in the refrigerated section.
Yes.
That is probably better than the canned.
And when you get it in a restaurant,
we'll have to try it.
When you get it in a restaurant, they usually pour a little pool of really good quality olive oil on top. So, of the 4 cans, of course, our palate cleanser, the baba ganoush, is my favorite because I like baba ganoush. You liked the Libyan. It's kind of an even-steven toss-up on avec cumin and the Egyptian, which is also avec cumin and some other stuff. But they're all good. They're all good. I'm happy to eat them. Yum.
Yeah, but yeah, the Libyan is something that I can just sit down and eat, and the other two are something that I would have to spice up.
Yeah, or again,
not necessarily adding heat, but
adding other
flavor.
Seasonings. Yeah. Well, you know what we could do? We could look up some, like, for example, Egyptian food recipes and take a gander at what seasonings that they are using a lot, and then toss some in the beans.
Go to that store.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they have seasoning mixes.
They've got the season. They've got mixes, and they've got the straight up seasonings that a lot of you're gonna find in a regular grocery store, but there's some there that you're not gonna find in a regular grocery store.
Speaking of something that you're gonna find there that you're not finding in a regular grocery store, it's weird. Are you down for something weird?
Weird is what I'm all about.
All right.
But
no. I gotta go get it. It's weird.
Okay.
All right. All right. I'm back with the weird little bottle, cold from the fridge. And, okay.
I just snuck a peek at it.
You snuck a peek at it.
I know what's coming up here now.
It's milk.
Yes, it's milk.
But how can milk be weird, you ask?
By being from an animal that we don't ordinarily drink milk from. You know, goat milk is not weird. Goat milk is completely ordinary.
Goat milk's great.
That's wonderful.
So this is camel milk, or if you were in Mongolia, Time milk.
They drink a lot of this stuff in Mongolia. Because they got camels just roaming around loose everywhere.
Well, they do horse milk too, but that's only in the summer because the horses aren't having foals in the winter. So it says shake well, so shake, shake, shake. All right. Camel milk. Oh, and it's sealed for our protection. Hermetically sealed. It's frothy because I was shaking it. All right. Give it a sniff. See what you think.
I don't think I smell anything at all.
All right. Well, then we'll see if you taste it. Okay. It's definitely different than cow's milk or goat's milk. You gotta try it.
Cows, their milk and meat is only the favorite of Americans because cows are just so docile.
They're easy to manage.
They're stupid.
Yeah.
They're easy to herd.
I don't know. Those camels weren't too hard to herd. They'd chase them with their motorcycle, and they have a camel thumper, which is just a piece of PVC.
But the thing is,
won't hurt them.
Good dairy cow will produce a lot of milk.
Well, and also camels are so tall, you have to pretty much strap the bucket around your waist because they're like up here. Like when you're standing up, you milk them standing up.
That does not taste like any milk I've ever tasted before.
No, it doesn't. It's got a different, completely unique flavor. Do you like it?
It's all right. If camel milk was the only kind of milk available, I would not drink milk. I would cook with it and all of that, but I wouldn't drink it. It doesn't seem very rich.
It's it's creamy. I'm getting a creaminess on the mouthfeel.
I'll take goat milk any day.
It's got a slight hint of gaminess, kind of like goat milk has a slight goaty flavor. Camel has and actually having smelled camels up close and personal when I was riding them, there is a distinct touch of their scent in the milk.
The goats that I have raised and milked, there is no goaty flavor to it at all. It is the cleanest, brilliant white, pristine. It is so. I mean,
well,
let's put it this way. Of the 3 milks that I've tried, I'll take goat, cow,
camel.
And camel.
What about sheep?
And camel is. I don't think I've tried straight up sheep's milk.
I haven't had. I wonder if we can get some. But goat's my favorite. Now this milk is kind of, I don't know if you can see it in there. It's kind of off-white.
Well, you're not going to see it very well in here either.
Yeah, because that's a green bowl.
Because it's a green bowl.
But it's kind of, I think you can see it. So the bottle is white, and you can see that the milk in there is off-white. And that's just probably the nature of the beast and how theirs comes out. I don't mind it at all.
Now keep in mind,
it's expensive though, so
yeah,
I wouldn't have it often because that's expensive.
There's my hand. There's the bottle. $5.
Yeah.
You're not going to be pouring this on your cereal every day.
No, you could put a splash of it in your tea, I suppose.
I would never put milk of any kind in my tea.
I like a little milk. I don't like sweetener in my tea, but I do like a little milk.
I'm a tea purist.
In my hot tea, I like some milk because it cuts the tannins. And this is rich enough to do this. This is whole milk, too. It's not skimmed. But, so what do you think of our capper for this little episode of Beanie Fantasticness?
I wouldn't drink it again. It's not offensive. It doesn't taste bad.
It's just different than what you're used to.
It's just so different.
Yeah.
That, I grew up with cow's milk, then I found out about goat's milk and how much better it was. I'm not taking a step down from either one of them.
I could rinse out this bottle and totally
mess with people.
Mess with my coworkers.
I would.
Well, except for the one that I know watches this channel.
You can.
He'll be in on it.
You can get her before, or him, which
it's a him.
You can get that
Simon.
person with it before we post this video.
That would be an idea. So, because that would be a shout out for you, Simon, because I know you watch us and our weird shenanigans.
All right. So we're gonna give thumbs up to all of the beans, but for different reasons.
Yeah.
My favorite was the ones that are hotter, the Libyan.
Mm-hmm.
Her favorites are the ones that are milder, of course. I mean, when you've
surprise,
when you've got an aversion to chili peppers and like that, you put chili peppers in something, it's not going to appeal to you. That's just a fact of life.
Just like coffee.
But but she does admit they were a lot more flavorful.
Yes, I will give them that. They were much more flavorful. And
that's what I'm all about.
I'm glad we got the can of baba ganoush because we could have a can on hand in our pantry, and if we feel like a snack, there you go, baba ganoush.
Get some crackers or something.
You can have it with crackers. I've eaten it a lot with like baby carrots.
you're not always going to have
lavash
around. It is good.
I like lavash.
Lavash has the consistency and the flavor of a good pita bread,
but it's a lot thinner.
But it's super thin.
Yeah. Yeah.
But when you're eating it, you would have trouble telling it from a good pita bread.
Oops, I dropped some on the table. Whoops. It's okay. 2-second rule. I shall eat it anyhow. Because it's good.
Yeah, well.
All right.
The table's not that dirty.
Yeah. Anyhow.
I mean, it is outside.
It's outside.
Birds around here, but...
Well, there's no bird poop right where that landed.
They all make real sure to land all of their poops on her car.
Yeah, they I think they have a scoring system. And the harder the spot is, like the nook and cranny between the mirror and the door frame, they get bonus points for pooping there.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Majana, because this has been very enjoyable.
Yeah.
We're going to revisit it because they have a huge array of canned goods and canned beans, canned fish. They have all kinds of canned stuff.
They got stuff in the freezer that's interesting, too.
Oh, yeah, they do. Yep. All right.
We bought some of that Afghani brown sugar. What do they call that?
Jaggery.
Jaggery.
That's Indian.
Is it Indian?
I think they probably use it in Afghanistan too, but it's called jaggery.
I'm thinking Pakistan because the guys we watch on YouTube...
They use it in Pakistan for sure.
Tribal people try.
They use it in India. They definitely use it in Pakistan.
Link below. Go check out Tribal People Try.
Oh, they're great. I like.
We're trying foods from all over the world, from the white bread American, Caucasian point of view. Mm-hmm. They're trying foods they've never even heard of.
From all over the world.
From a Pakistani villager point of view.
Yeah.
And you have to read what they're saying because they're talking to you.
They're talking to them in Pakistani.
Is that a language of its own?
I'm not sure. I know there is some Arabic. They're not speaking straight up Arabic, though. They have their own dialect. I'm not sure what one. It might be Pashtun, perhaps.
They're Muslim.
Might be Pashtun.
They're Muslim, but they're they always praise God before they eat anything, and
they do,
and all of that. But they chose 4 of the coolest characters.
Oh, they're great.
I love the doctor. Anything you try, he's going to tell you whether it makes your cough worse or it heals it.
This is good for cough. And if you have something that's high in fat, do not drink a cold drink after you eat because it will congeal in your throat.
It'll clog your throat up.
Clog your throat up.
And then bad you have a bad throat. Yeah. No, these guys
funny.
These guys are good. He's not a doctor, but they call him the doctor.
No, he's a
construction
worker, I think.
He's a carpenter. But they're just a great bunch of characters, and definitely worth watching.
Oh yeah.
I would love to sit down at a table with all of them.
Yeah.
And have a meal.
Have an interpreter and have a wonderful meal with them.
Yeah, it would be fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll put a link down below for that. But we're going to wrap this one up. We've had 3 different kinds of beans and some wonderful baba ganoush and lavash
and camel milk to wash it all down.
Camel milk. You got to try it. Who knows? You might really like it.
I like it, but I don't want to spend $5 for this size bottle like it.
I'm sure there are people out there that could watch this video and go and try camel milk and like it so much they'll spend $5 for that and put it on their cereal in the morning.
That's not even enough for one bowl of cereal, but
it's a small bowl.
But you know, if we had a camel, honey, I like camels. You think they're gonna let us have a camel here? Probably not.
Taco Cat will not allow a camel, and that's a big cat.
Yeah.
And he loves to spell his name backwards just to mess with people.
Yeah. Yeah, he does.
So anyway.
Yeah.
Big thumbs up to all the Middle Eastern canned beans and the baba ganoush. And since you've watched all the way to the end, I got a little teaser. We have some more cans of beans.
Yes.
From the Middle East. That'll be another video. Like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and have fun.